93% of e-commerce are losing millions for this 1 million mistake that is avoidable and is costing them sales. So in the next few minutes, I will show you how you can fix this mistake, and by the end of this video, you will know how to double your sales without throwing a lot of money on advertising like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. So stop to leave money on the table, and let's start with the video. Of course, I'm Antonio Furioso, founder of Eyedex, and I help e-commerce boost conversion with augmented reality and 3D configurators. And let's start with the video. Here is the problem in the e-commerce space. When your customers are entering in your e-commerce, in your website, well, what they can see are just flat images. And of course, if you do not have optimized these images, your product page, your landing page, well, they will leave in less than 3 seconds your e-commerce, which is totally bad for you. Also, in a term of indexing on Google, for example. Like if you sell furniture, your customers will wonder like this couch will fit, or if you're selling jewelry, these earrings will look good on me. And this is something that happened, of course, before they are adding your product to the cart, or while they have to put their credit card data on your e-commerce. So this might cost you up to 35% of sales, and like it's very huge. So now what most e-commerce owners are doing, instead of throwing money on advertising and fix the little things in their checkout page or run discounts, well, first of all, they improve their customer experience. But second, what they help them to double their sales is implementing 3D experiences like augmented reality and 3D configurators. For example, let's see this. Like one of my clients that implement a 3D configurators doubled their sales in the first week that they implement 3D configurators. So in this example here, you can see that we have a 3D configurators where customers can personalize every part of the product. So for example, they can add their images, they can change the color here, they can change the color here, or even add some text or other images on the t-shirt, in this case in the jersey, rotate the jersey, or even zoom in before to purchase it. This is like brand that are using augmented 3D configurator and augmented reality see 40% longer time on pages and 20-30% higher conversion. So like this is huge in terms of sales in your e-commerce, which will help you to increase also your profit margins, because you're not just putting more money on advertising, and then of course it costs you more, and your margin decrease because also you're not able to increase your sales in the backend. So there is a 4-step process that you can do to implement these 3D experiences. Let's use this 4-step process. First of all, you should choose your best products. Start small, do not implement 3D experiences on all the product. You have to test before to go all in. So choose your best products, like 5-10 of your best sellers, and implement the 3D experiences on that. So see how customers react. See if customers engagement is increasing and your sales are increasing. Second step instead is to build your 3D models. So once you choose your product, you have to build your 3D models of these products. So you can do through AI application that build 3D models. Or if you're implementing 3D configurators, well, is the best way is to trust a 3D artist. Then we are going to the third step, which is like implement the 3D experiences. So whatever you chose, augmented reality and 3D configurators, and this depends, of course, from your e-commerce, from the product that you sell. So for example, if you're selling a standing desk, well, it would be good to offer 3D configurators and augmented reality, because maybe like your customers and your product can be personalized in every aspect and not just the colors. So implement the 3D experiences. And fourth step, as I was saying before, like test and track if your customers are using your 3D experiences, if your engagement is increasing and your sales are increasing. If not, of course, there are some tactics that you can do to improve your 3D experiences. And once you see that this is working for you, well, the only thing that you have to do is doing more of that thing. So implement more 3D experiences, implement more 3D augmented reality, implement more 3D configurators, and so on. Look, I'm not selling software, I do not sell software, and like I'm just telling you what is working right now based on studies that like Shopify, McKinsey, and other sources like are making right now. And like not just right now, but studies that are like also 2016 and 2020. So this is like really important. So to recap, you're losing money because you are not implementing the 3D experiences, like are literally 1 million mistake. And if you're implementing this, well, your profit margin, your conversion, your revenue will definitely increase. And there are many case studies on this. IKEA seeing a 40% increasing in augmented reality, Warby Parker, Walmart, and all these brands, and not just these big brands, of course. So don't make this mistake. Don't live in 2010 where like images were enough. Nowadays, people want 3D experiences. They want to try their product from the comfort or their house without coming to your offline store. Well, if you have one, because if you don't have one, let's say is like also not good. Like your conversion are probably even lower. So implement this and their trust will increase because they are engaging more with your brand, and this will help you convert more. If you want help to implement these 3D experiences, well, click the link below in the description and I will be happy to work with you.